the Cavaliers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple of 1st downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. It's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Power football with the run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incomplete.
Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a team to start this game off.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Virginia's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard runners.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He lost one down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Runs through a tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got the back over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short. They kick it away on fourth down. Pulls it in at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And now this offense will take the field again. Running back searching for a hole.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. After run, now throw. On target over the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Purdue pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. A masterful road performance, or as Coach likes to call it, Boilermakers football. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Finding open areas. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Cavaliers want to crank the tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man in the middle. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Lost to throw on first down. Looking left. And incomplete on the deep ball. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Off the play fake. Looking for the score. It's caught. That's a touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're working that left side. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And the Cavaliers moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. On the move at the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Cavaliers will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better...
Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cavaliers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. This will likely be the last play of the half. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll close the gap to 14. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Off play action on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Hauls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be fourth down from the 24. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play. Officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Cavaliers racing to the line in a hurry up. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll try to pop the draw. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Caught. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Keep it on the ground. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Handoff from the shotgun. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Kamara. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. Man, you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his.
Turning it on! And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. The give on the option. Nice move to pick up yardage. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. So we open the final period with a third down play. Motion from the wideout. Might be changing the route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Here he goes. All the way in for the touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Flips it out in the flat. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kamara. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Going to the running game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously,
oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense set on 1st down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And the Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. There's the pressure. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple situations this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the right. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Leaves it with the back. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, baby.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about